When you're in a group meeting, you can't talk in the same way as a one-to-one conversation. Instead, there are specific ways to address the entire group, like everyone, anyone, and you all. But what's the difference in English? And why do you sometimes hear expressions like team or folks to address a group? Watch now to discover those answers and speak the right English for work. Quickly, if you're worried about the difference between anyone and anybody, then don't. Use one word or the other, it doesn't matter. Worry about other things related to using English for work, but not that. When you say everyone in a work meeting, you are speaking to the entire group without putting pressure on one specific person to speak. This can be a message to all the participants like, "Thank you, everyone." Or it can be a question like, "How is everyone today?" With a question like that, expect a unanimous reply from all the participants at the same time, like, "Good, thank you." Same thing if you ask a question like, "Can everyone see my screen?" Probably the answer is going to be everyone saying together at the same time, yes or no. But what about a different question to the group, like, "Does everyone agree?" Now, obviously, an entire group of people cannot answer that question together at the same time. This time, you'll often get different responses from multiple people, one after the other. So referring to the group as everyone is a great way to spark a conversation and kind of initiate an exchange of ideas. What if you want a more specific response to a solid question? In that case, it's better to ask the question using anyone. For example, does anyone know the email address? Or can anyone send me the report? In the same way as everyone, anyone addresses the entire group without targeting one poor victim. However, the difference when you use anyone is the expectation that just one person will volunteer to take the initiative and provide this response that you're waiting for. You exchange the information and then you move forward to the next point of the conversation. It's done. For the purposes of creating a correct English sentence, the idea of everyone and anyone is that it's one entity. So it's not how are everyone, it's how is everyone. It's not have anyone seen this, it's has anyone seen this. It's not everyone know, it's everyone knows with S at the end. I'm not a big fan of the grammar terminology, by the way, so I'm keeping the hardcore linguistics to a minimum. If you feel the same way and you prefer to learn English through speaking and practical advice, remember that you can book one-to-one sessions with me to help you speak English fluently at work. Check out my website, talktips.tv, for more information. When you speak English in a work meeting and you want to sound more personal, maybe more casual, you can use the expression you all to refer to the group. It's like saying everyone, but it's a bit more warm in its tone. For example, I hope you all had a nice weekend. Or what do you all think? Pay attention here because when you use the expression you all, you're following the same structure as when you make a sentence with you. That's why you say, what do you all think? Not what does you all think. When you speak English at work, you might hear some other phrases like team or folks to refer to the group of colleagues. For example, hey team, here's a quick update. Don't forget, folks, that we have a workshop on Friday. Team and folks are not expressions that you would use consistently throughout the meeting in the same way as everyone, anyone, and you all. You might notice these expressions are generally used at the beginning of the meeting, or the first time that you speak during the meeting, or as a way to catch the attention of the group. I would also add that folks is particularly warm and casual in its tone. Depending on the vibe of the company, using folks might be totally appropriate, or if you work in a really formal situation, maybe it's too personal. Judge the situation for yourself. Team, by the way, is neutral, so don't worry about using that one. In both cases, team and folks tend to be an expression that suggests unity and togetherness, which is why it's often, not always, but often used by the team leaders and managers, because they're normally the ones trying to create this feeling of teamwork. So as you can see, when you speak English at work and you're in a meeting, different phrases have different feelings, especially when you're addressing the group. For very casual meetings, you all and folks are very common to hear. The other expressions, everyone, anyone, team, are more neutral, and you can find them in all types of situations. Have you found this video useful to speak English for work? If yes, then please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more tips to speak English at work. Thank you so much and good luck in the next meeting. Add a little